Libra, welcome to your general reading. My name's Clive. You're watching Emery's Tarot. It's a pleasure to be here. Just before we get into this, I would just like to say one thing to you all. Please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit. That will just lead you to wrong conclusions. Okay, so with that said, Universe, Spirits, Guides, what messages do we have for the sign of Libra? Okay, messages for the sign of Libra. Okay, ooh, very loving temperament. The Empress. Okay, there's a new beginning here. Okay, the field of vision is widening. You don't feel so much restricted here. You have got some new feelings. I'm kind of getting here, there's a possible friendship developing between you and somebody. Okay. Now, for those of you where there's a pregnancy and a newborn here, congratulations on that one. Okay, this will change your life, but I'm kind of getting, for some of you, this is what you've always wanted, and it's just great. You're willing to go forward day by day. I'm kind of getting that's the energy with you now. Live in the moment with this Empress. It's kind of like you order a meal in a restaurant or you cook one at home and something tastes really nice and you want to savour it. And I'm kind of getting that's the energy here. There's a situation here you really want to savour the moment. All right. Now, for some of you, I'm kind of getting that your feelings are changing. Okay, you're certainly turning your back on the past. I'm getting that there was, a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguments, a lot of unnecessary actions taken, and it just confused your situation. Now I'm kind of getting your being, from your view, much more simplistic. You're kind of decluttering. Excuse me. You're becoming much more creative now. And even in work, I'm getting that for some of you, moving into a job where you can be much more individual, put you into it. Very caring person here. And in a particular situation, whether it's a marriage or with family or whatever, there's new feelings being developed here. You're starting to reap what you've been sowing in the past, which is from a lot of hard work. Okay, and you're no longer shielding yourselves, you're much more open in your feelings. I'm getting, for some of you, there's a possible invite to date somebody, but there is a possible friendship here that does have a lot of potential. Okay, what else is going on for you? You really are getting back into yourselves now. Yeah, and getting focus on what you want. Okay, there is somebody around you. Your confidence has been building, by the way. There is somebody around you, whether this is in work or personal, okay, that's not willing to commit because of a marriage. Okay, or even if they're not physically living with that person, or you're not physically living with a marriage, an ex-husband or an ex-wife. Okay, I'm getting that, there is feelings developing between you, but I am getting that, whether this is in travel, you're certainly very focused. I'm getting this other person is very focused as well. It's kind of like together you want to make it work. But what I'm not getting here is, although I'm getting there's genuine feeling and genuine love between some of you two, what I'm getting is that circumstances at the moment are not allowing you to be together as far as living and working together in some cases. But you're both finding solutions on that. Okay, I'm kind of getting whoever it is you are, there's a willingness to work together here. Long-term solutions. A lot of you could well be dealing with a person that can't commit for whatever reason. You know, there's a lot going on there. I'm kind of getting for a lot of you, there's a lot of experience here, combined experience in relationships in life. Okay, what else is going on? Yep. Yeah, bringing a nice resolution to past events, past relationships, even the, you know, recovery here from a very, very painful experience here. You've come a long way. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself. Okay, for some of you, finding solutions around perhaps a distance relationship. There is relocation. I'm kind of getting some of you spending time in a place that there's no memories, so you can sort of start afresh and get your head wrapped round, and you know, much more creativity. There is an opportunity here going to present itself. Okay, you are in, like, at the moment, a transitional stage between the past and the future, but you're very, very much focused on the future here. You are keeping your head down, you're knuckling in, okay, and you're just kind of meeting life head on. You're a lot stronger now than you used to be. There's a lot more optimism about this. There was a very, very painful ending here, and perhaps some of you, you know, a decade or even more in a marriage, you now on kind of moving on to pastures new, with or without this person. So what else do we have for you? You're not being swayed by other people's opinions either. You're taking them into account. You're not going out your way to hurt anybody. But I'm kind of getting there's no amount of persuasion going to stop you focusing on what you want now. You're very determined. The challenge is there is here somebody that you're dealing with. Okay, you did view them as non-committal. You did perhaps view them as being a bit self-contained. Okay, but you have a strong desire to work somewhere else, to be with somebody else. Okay, some of you will be physically travelling great distances. For some of you overseas, at the very least, taking a holiday. Okay, a getaway to recover. You a lot of willpower here, strength and determination, willingness to step out of your comfort zone now. And as I say, overcoming your fears, any fears you had. There is one particular relationship here, I'm kind of getting there was a third party influence, but you're sorting that out. You know exactly what it is you want now. What's coming towards you? What's coming towards you? Contentment, yeah. This desire to get reciprocity of a certain relationship. There has been a lot of regrets here, but you are determining the truth about it. You're not looking through rose-tinted glasses anymore. And you gave an awful lot into this situation in the past, but now things are evening out. There's rewards coming your way for emotional, spiritual, and even in work, monetary. I'm getting here that perhaps one or two of you put your heart and soul into a major project, and I can see a bonus coming here, a settlement. Okay, now perhaps I'm getting here for one of you a sadness around a situation, a family situation, but there's an inheritance here, and perhaps the family's been, had different opinions on what happens to that inheritance, but I'm kind of getting that's all being sorted out now. Much more even temperament. You are actually realising the truth about a situation, and because you're looking at it much more realistically, you're not focused on the things you can't change, you're focusing on the things you can change. Which to me is a good idea. You know, sometimes we're in situations and we worry, we lose sleep over things we can't change, you know, because it's out of our hands. It's in the universe's hands, it's in other people's hands, you know, and we worry about these things. But not you. You're focusing on the things you can change. There you are. You're making decisions. You're on the move. There's a lot of determination. There's a lot more even temperament here. I'm kind of getting that there is a particular area of your life that you are focused very intensely off at the moment, and you're putting other stuff on the back burner. You like decluttering. You're prioritising. You're assessing risks. Okay, whether it's in a relationship, whether you're overcoming trust issues. You're seeing the red flags of the past. You're not making past mistakes. Again, no, you've dropped that idea. Literally, you've dropped that one. Only one way for you now. Forward. You're determined. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, yeah, a lot of changes, different perspective. You could be dealing here with somebody with a child, or you know, somebody whose opinion changes very, very quickly. But I'm kind of getting that things are quiet at the moment between you and this person. I'm picking up recovery. Okay, and like I say, there is an inheritance here, and you're certainly not in no hurry. And even I can see a new career here. You're being much more creative. Okay, you've decided to take a much more passive view to any volatile situation where tempers are frayed. Yeah, you're in the process of walking to what you want, towards what you desire. You are assessing the risks. You're not just jumping in. You learnt that lesson long ago. Okay, there is a fresh start here. You've come full circle on yourself. There's a life cycle now. And you've been contemplating a lot about the changes. Your opinion has changed towards relationships, towards life. Big learning curve here. Let's get one more card. There's a lot of regrets over a personal situation. Okay, I'm kind of getting that you're heading towards a situation where there's much more celebration and much more happiness. You're tired of being held back emotionally, spiritually and monetarily, and there's the patience here. You're also being very careful. Once you're over this, once you know where your true destiny lies, that's what this Empress is all about. I'm really getting it's you finally realising and coming out of your shell. You're finally realising what it is you actually want. And this is in work, in life, in relationships. And there'll be no stopping you. And patience is the key here. There's a very strong, a lot of willpower here I'm picking up. It's whatever it takes. That's the thing I'm getting. In fact, I'm going to name this video. That's what it's going to be called. Whatever it takes. Thanks very much for watching.